Good afternoon. Welcome, new students, parents, and family. My name is Nina Naro. I am the secretary for the Douglas Orientation Committee. Normally, this welcoming is done by our chairwoman. Our chairwoman this year is Jillian Conciela. Unfortunately, she's unable to be here today, so I will be stepping in. So for all sakes and purposes, just call me Jill. All right, well, it is with great excitement that I welcome you all to our home here at Douglas Residential College. To our new students, first of all, I'd like to say congratulations on being chosen to enter a class at such a prestigious university as Rutgers, and welcome to our family at Douglas. So first years and transfers, congratulations. Today is your day. This day marks the beginning of one of the most exciting, challenging, complicated, and enlightening experiences that you are ever going to embark upon. At Douglas, you will not simply learn, attend class, and witness things happening around you. You will lead, you will engage, you will succeed, and you will learn the skills that you need in your 4 to short years here that will help you inspire the kind of change in the world that this world really needs. Here at Douglas, we boast about the Douglas difference. The qualities of our program make us unlike any other. Douglas women take pride in the fact that our college can offer such outstanding mentorship programs, an extremely diverse student population, a strong emphasis on tradition, and opportunities for leadership that are unparalleled by women's programs elsewhere. Though now we are fortunate that Douglas has so much to offer, it is not always as coordinated as it is today. It took a lot of hard work and dedication to make our college a success. At the time of its origination, Douglas was a place where nothing was crystallized. There were no traditions, no customs, no college songs. There were no rules or regulations. All would need to be thought of, planned, built up, and created. What a magnificent opportunity, in the words of our esteemed founder, Mabel Smith Douglas. You'll be seeing her name a lot around this campus. Douglas is what it is today due to the perseverance of inspiring women, and also because of young women like yourselves who have desired to have a place to call your own. A place where women have the opportunity to realize our own potential, as opposed to having our potential decided for us. Though the college is now known for its long-standing traditions, leadership, and the like, these qualities mean nothing without the women behind them. This college means nothing without the women of the past who have built us from the ground up, and we are continuously striving to make Douglas a lasting presence in our lives and the lives of others. One of the most defining qualities of our program here at Douglas is our student diversity. This is something that you probably have heard a lot about at this point, but the diversity here within our tight-knit community is something truly special. Through your time here, you will have shared many wonderful experiences. The paths that you will eventually take will be separate and unique, and much of this is a reflection upon the roles that you choose to take and the niches that you choose to fill here at the university. Douglas women are diverse in and of themselves, and by encouraging our unique interests and desires to become involved, this program is successful in producing some of the most competent and capable young women around. I know a dancer who's applying to law school. She's a Douglas woman. I know a sorority girl who plays the ukulele. She's a Douglas girl. I know a pharmacy major who loves field hockey, and I know a veterinary student who can swing dance better than anyone I know. These are also Douglas women. On the surface, these women may appear to be a bit different, but in fact, they are in many ways the same. They all possess qualities of strength, dedication, leadership, And despite the fact that they are only students, they continuously inspire others by showing passion for what they do. I know this is not only because they are Douglas women, but because they are my friends. At Douglas Residential College, your opportunities to become involved and to discover your own passions are truly limitless. I can't wait to see the things that each of you choose to do and the spectacular women that you'll become once you graduate. Just like any other university or women's college program, our students here enter and leave with a multitude of hopes and dreams. We all desire to accomplish different things, and while some of our goals may have perished on day one, others may change and some disappear completely. It's hard to say whether any of us will end up in the same place or end up taking the same responsibilities in our lives. But we can be certain of one thing. One role, one act that each Douglas student will eventually take on, regardless of our individual hopes and dreams, is that we will learn to inspire. You will have that ability to inspire. Douglas inspires young women toward self-discovery, to recognize their talents, and to gain the tools that will one day prepare them to inspire others in a similar way. The gifts we receive from being part of Douglas Residential College are invaluable, and I cannot begin to explain how thankful I am to have made the choice to come here myself. That's both me and Jill speaking. The friends you make here, the knowledge that you gain, the experiences that you have, and the home that you will share will stay with you forever. Entering class, congratulations again on your acceptance. I wish you the best of luck for your first year. And now I would like to introduce the 10th Dean of Douglas Residential College, Dr. Jacqueline Litt.
Good afternoon. Go Douglas. And hello to everyone in the library who's sitting in air conditioning. I am delighted to be here. I'm particularly delighted to see you here. Some of you I've met at our open houses, and many of you I'll meet in the next week. I want to first thank our Douglas Orientation Committee for creating what will be a great few days for you, as well as our Office of Recruitment and New Student Programs, who did a terrific job recruiting you to Douglas and introducing you to the wonderful world of Rutgers. Welcome to new students, welcome to family, and welcome to friends. Congratulations. Congratulations on choosing to come to this world-class university with virtually every area of study available to you. 100 majors, 400 student clubs, ranging from sailing to sculpture. Great dining halls. We have a very good one on this campus, Nelson. And of course, Douglas is a beautiful, historic setting. I want to congratulate you, especially on your choice to enroll in Douglas. This singles you out as special. We are a college committed to your leadership and your success. We are the only women's residential college in a public university in the country. Some at Rutgers call us the jewel in the crown at the university. There are 50,000 undergraduate students, or 58,000 undergraduates at Rutgers. You've joined a community of about 1,800 women who will get the benefits of both a small college and a large research university. You are a diverse group of students in spoken languages, home places, races, ethnicities, and proposed majors. Let me give you some demographic information about your class. About 7% of you, out of a class of 500, are international students. About 10% of you are from out of state. About 27% of you are African American, 23% Asian Pacific Islander, and 11% Latina Hispanic. 65% of you have enrolled in the School of Arts and Science. 16% of you have enrolled in the School of Environmental and Biological Sciences, and 8% of you have enrolled in the School of Engineering. The rest of you are in the Business School, Mason Gross School of the Arts, Ernest Mario School of Pharmacy, the College of Nursing, the School of Management and Labor Relations, and the Blaustein School. 25% of you are transfer students. 16% of you are Rutgers University scholarship recipients, meaning you've received the highest scholarships from the university. And 8% of you are of non-traditional age. But there is also much that you share. You are accepted into a very competitive class. You are all smart, talented, and full of potential. You all live in a changing and to some extent very uncertain world, and you're full of questions about how you will navigate it. And you share the experience of being at this rare and wonderful place of Douglas. You are entering this tremendous community of women who will care for you, advise you, and teach you through your years of your undergraduate education. I'm also relatively new to Douglas. I'm starting my 3rd year. And I can tell you there is no way to explain the experience of Douglas except to see it in action. I could tell from my first interview that this was my dream job, and I saw almost immediately that it was Douglas students who make Douglas magical. Let me take a moment to explain the concept of a residential college. Very shorthand, think of Harry Potter. These colleges actually date way back and started in England. Many still exist around the country, and of course in England. They're designed to be a space where you can incorporate what you learn in your labs, in your classrooms, in your field sites, in your design studios, with your living and your learning environment. They're a place designed where you can mesh your academic, intellectual interests with your friendships and with new projects. The central idea is that your peer community and our guidance will make you better learners, better achievers, and stronger leaders. So let me read something written by an academic who was upset about the lack of engagement of students at college. And he wrote about students. They may enjoy themselves on campus. They may in fact do a great deal of growing up while away at college. They may even learn a lot, but for the most part, many don't truly interact with the academic world. Most students rapidly conclude that they are sojourners at the university, not key players, that the university seems to be made by others for others. As Douglas students, you have a different charge. You will not be sojourners. You are our creators. You are our leaders. You will teach us. Douglas provides opportunities. We give you your first-year course where you'll learn about the status of women. We offer you the Global Village where you can, for example, take a trip to Thailand where one of our houses is going this year. We run programs where you can intern with the United Nations. We have our own student government. I could go on and on and on. But we provide the opportunities. Douglas provides relationships. These start with your recruitment office and continue through your lives with our alumni. Very early on, you'll have pals, you'll have Voorhees mentors, you'll have Douglas advisors, and you'll have the staff at Douglas. Douglas also provides perspectives. The world, more than ever, needs you to graduate as women with critical, educated, affirming knowledge that can improve our society. We teach you that. We engage you in that. We provide perspectives on how to improve society. But you have a responsibility. As Douglas students, as Douglas staff, we provide the opportunities, the relationships, and the perspectives, but it is up to you to engage them and take advantage of them. I want to close with a quotation from a poet, Adrienne Rich, who I think Dr. Qualls will talk about as well, who recently died. She spoke here at Douglas in 1977, and she said these words, and I've been teaching these words to my students ever since I started teaching in the 1990s, and they actually inspire me. They inspired me to remain a professor, and they inspire me as dean, and I hope they inspire you throughout your education. And what she said was, the first thing I want to say to you who are students is that you cannot afford to think of being here at this university to receive an education. You will do much better to think of being here to claim one. One of the dictionary definitions of the verb to claim is to take as the rightful owner, to assert in the face of possible contribution. To receive is to come into possession of, to act as receptacle or container. To accept as authoritative or true. The difference, according to Rich, is that between acting and being acted upon. And for women, she says, it can literally mean the difference between life and death. Thank you. Welcome to Douglas, and see you later. Whoops. You want me to introduce him?
Thank you, Dean Litt. Now I'd like to introduce someone who is not exactly a Douglas woman, but is one of our biggest fans, Dr. Barry Qualls.
Well, my job is to talk about what it means to be a woman at Douglas, though my experience over the last 40 years at Rutgers has not given me total insight into that. However, when I came downstairs a few minutes ago, some of the students up here, your orientation leaders, looked at me and said, "We hope you'll begin with what you said last year." And I thought, well, I don't remember what that was. And then I did, because they reminded me. So when I got up here last year, I noted that a colleague of mine, a woman, had said to me, "I'll bet you're going to say something sweet and noble." And I said, "Oh, I'm working on it." And she said, "Why don't you just say one thing and sit down? Just tell those new students, kick ass." So I'm not sure that my mother would have approved of that, but I've said it. At any rate, it's always a pleasure to welcome a new class at Douglas. Douglas is one of the great institutions at Rutgers, a crown jewel, and one of the great women's colleges, women's residential experiences in this nation. I would remind all of you that Douglas was founded in 1918 as the New Jersey College for Women. It was founded in a period when women could not go to college because men went to college, women went home. It was founded in a period when the women of New Jersey and the New Jersey Women's Clubs went door to door collecting dollar bills, which they could give to found a college for women. Now, my mother was born in 1906, and I've never forgot when I was a small child, she said to me, "You're very lucky to have been born male. You will have freedom." Queen Victoria, I teach 19th century British literature. Queen Victoria wrote, when people were talking about women's rights during her reign, a very long reign, "Women's rights are a wicked folly. A good woman is less amiable if she thinks about politics and economics. It's not even good for my husband. Now this sound, I of course make these people sound extreme, but keep in mind that Queen Victoria is echoing the opinions of most people in the world in the 19th century. Keep in mind too, as one of the women in a book I love, The Mill on the Floss, George Eliot's Mill on the Floss says, "I wish I could make myself a world outside of loving as men do." Not because loving is bad, quite the contrary, but because when there are boundaries between what women can accomplish and what men can accomplish, we are not educating anybody. When there are those kind of boundaries between races, between ethnicities, between genders, between identities, we have failed to remember the challenge of an education is to allow us to learn to think, ask questions, be tough-minded. And Douglas has stood for that since 1918. Douglas has reminded people repeatedly that women's education is about leading women forward. Women's education is about saying you can be an engineer as well as an English teacher. You can be a neuroscientist and as distinguished a neuroscientist as you could be choosing to be a business person. So keep in mind that Douglas has always been about opportunity, and the challenge to all of you young women today is to choose the opportunities that you want, is to choose to say, feminism is not the F word, it's a word that begins in my freedom of choice. I want to close today by quoting two authors. One, Adrienne Rich, whom Dean Litt just referred to. Adrienne Rich taught here in the early 1970s, and I would remind you that Douglas is the home of the beginning of women's studies in this country. Adrienne Rich taught here. She was a great poet who died this past year. She has a wonderful poem called Prospective Immigrants, Please Note. Either you will go through this door or you will not go through. If you go through, there is always the risk of remembering your name. The things look at you doubly, and you must look back and let them happen. If you do not go through, it is possible to live worthily, to maintain your attitudes, to hold your position, to die bravely. But much will blind you, much will evade you. At what cost? Who knows? The door itself makes no promises. It is only a door. In choosing Douglas, you women have chosen to open the first of the great doors of your adult life. Remember too, though, what Toni Morrison said here too at our campus. The narrative of a worthy life is yours to write. You are your own stories. As choosing to be a Douglas woman, I trust that all of you have chosen to write your own stories. Make a difference, kick ass.
Thank you, Dr. Qualls. I hope you all kick ass. Now I would like to introduce the Executive Director for the Associate Alumnae of Douglas College, Valerie Anderson.
Good afternoon. It is indeed an honor and privilege to stand before you on behalf of the 36,000 alumnae that make up the Douglas College Association for Alumni. To the dynamic class of 2016, transfer students, international students, commuters, part-time students, non-traditional students, upper-class women, Dean Litt, Vice President of Undergrad Education, Barry Qualls, faculty, staff, parents, family, and friends, today is truly a special and memorial day for all of us. It is with great joy that I welcome you to this sacred place affectionately known as Douglas College. Each of you made a journey near or far to attend this innovative institution for women. This is no accident, no, this is not by chance. This is indeed a testament, a moment of you fulfilling a dream. As you sit here in Voorhees Chapel, you are fulfilling a calling that has been burning deep within your heart. You are fulfilling a passion and a dream that has been placed in your mind. You are fulfilling a choice to become world leaders, global citizens, and free thinkers. Welcome to Douglas College, where you are now entering into a place where for 94 years, women have come here to learn, grow, excel, and we're excited to lead and create new opportunities. The Associate Alumni of Douglas College, affectionately known as the AADC, is proud to let you know that the alumni are here to support you while you're here at Douglas College. It is our mission to provide programming, financial, and communication support to Douglas College, her students, and her alumni. The AADC provides over $600,000 a year in scholarships, fellowships, and prizes. We are proudly the founder of the award-winning extern program that enables Douglas College students to learn about a profession with guidance and support from dedicated alumni sponsors. We sponsor lectures, such as the upcoming Lamadou lecture, which will be held on November 15th. And we're proud that we will be bringing Rebecca Skloot, the renowned author of The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, to campus. This is a required first-year reading for our students, but all is welcome to attend. In addition, we provide many other support to students and initiatives and programs. We also love to keep our alumni, parents, and students informed and educated in regards to what we have going on. And we successfully do this through our social media platform that we have with Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and our website. It's easy to stay connected with us. Just remember the handle, Douglas Alumni, all one word. One of the things that we are very proud of is that we are currently in a fundraising capital campaign called Innovative Education Women's Leadership. It is the most aggressive campaign that the Alumni Association has ever undertaken. Our goal is to raise $35 million, and I'm proud to tell you at this point that we are already at $25 million. And this is due to the generous donations that we receive from alumni, from parents, and friends of Douglas. There are 6 goals to our campaign, but there's one that I really would like to talk to you about. You heard Dean Litt talk about the Living Learning Community, Global Village. Well, we are proud to tell you that one of our goals is that we will be bringing a new residence hall to Douglas College. This is the first residence hall that will be coming to Douglas in over 30 years, and it is something to be excited about. I could go on and on about the support that we provide to Douglas and to its students, but I would also like to take this opportunity to speak directly to the class of 2016. Welcome to Douglas College, the academic institution. It is here that your hope and promise of an academic excellence will be provided to you. And you will most certainly be prepared for the world at large. Here you will be exposed to unique learning opportunities in a very supportive environment. Your mind will be challenged to think outside of the ordinary and to never take anything for face value. The academic program and structure sets you up to go out into the world and become change agents, innovators, researchers, and creators. Martin Luther King Jr. said, and I quote, "The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. At Douglas, your intellect will be broadened, your character will be strengthened, you will flourish as well-rounded global scholars. Welcome to Douglas College, the greatest sisterhood. Well, you will be engulfed in a dynamic sisterhood unlike no others. Well, you will not only see the connection between your classmates and fellow students, but you will undoubtedly feel the sisterhood during your time here. Not only is the sisterhood bond tight as you will move together through a new chapter in your life, but you will also have the guidance and support of the alumni sisterhood, who are very much involved in the progression of the students and the needs of this great institution. Welcome to Douglas College, where you begin an enlightening experience. Here you will chart a new course in your life. You will experience long nights, early mornings. You will be engaged in enriching opportunities such as studying abroad, professional externships, and academic and leadership mentoring. You will create new memories, be involved in social awareness initiatives, participate in student organization, and be a part of a dynamic legacy. Most importantly, you will evolve further into your womanhood that will open your eyes to endless possibilities. Future alumni, I stand before you and welcome the day that I will be able to welcome you into our great sisterhood. We pass this baton to you now. Welcome to the sisterhood. Welcome to a place of excellence. Welcome to history, but most importantly, welcome to Douglas College. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Anderson. Now, I would like to thank some of the people who have made all of this possible. The staff of Douglas Residential College. If the staff could please stand. All right, round of applause. Woo! Okay, thank you. Please, yeah. Okay, well, so now I would like to introduce Ms. Isamar Payana, who is the External Vice President for the Douglas Governing Council.
Good afternoon, parents, orientation leaders, administrators, and most importantly, our newest Douglas women. As Nina said, my name is Ismar Payano, also known as Izzy, the peer academic leader for commuter students and the internal vice president of the Student Governing Council for Douglas Residential College and the Douglas campus. I would like to extend to you a very humble and warm welcome. As new students, you are curious, maybe a little afraid of the transition of what is to come, and your journey in the next few years. I can guarantee all of you, you are in the right place. As I stand here today in the beautiful and historic Voorhees Chapel, I am reminded by how fast the years can fly by, and I have come to realize what being here at the Douglas Residential College New Student Convocation means. It means that you all have an idea to what Douglas Residential College has to offer. Yes, you have heard about its extracurricular and leadership opportunities, the classes, and the supportive community of faculty, students, and alumni. But you have yet to watch the Yule log be lit here in the chapel, or proceed down the sacred path with your very own pine cone, or attend a plenary session with your Issues in Women's Leadership Knowledge and Power class. You have yet to have an advising session at College Hall that might set your academic path or complete an externship with a kind Douglas alumna that might inspire you to choose a career. You have yet to do scientific research at one of our on-campus labs. You have yet to stay up all night studying for finals at the Mabel Smith Douglas Library. And you have yet to cast your vote on a very important Douglas Governing Council resolution. We meet at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays in the Douglas Campus Center, just in case you were wondering. But I digress. The wonderful thing about all these yets is that your undergraduate experience here at Douglas and at Rutgers lies before you. You have the ability to succeed academically, socially, and professionally, and have fun while you're doing it, with the support of a Douglas Residential College community for and of women that is dedicated to helping you and that has the resources to do just that. So my advice to you is do this. Embrace it. Please reach out to your faculty, your pals. Pals, please stand just for a moment so they can see who you are. Yeah. Thank you. Welcome both the challenging and the joyful moments equally, just as I welcome you here today. And when you walk to class, attend the football game, or even receive your diploma in 4 very short years from your respective undergraduate schools, hold your head up high, knowing that you are now and forever will be a Douglas woman. Thank you.
Thank you, Samar. So now, I would like to request that everybody please stand, as I have the privilege of introducing you to one of our long-standing Douglas traditions, the singing of the Douglas College alma mater. Because it's one of our favorite traditions, I expect that everyone should know the lyrics and the tunes. And by this time next year, I expect it to be memorized, so from all of you. But as for today, we'll be teaching it to you. Thank you, Voorhees Choir. I heard some wonderful voices out there, so I know they'll have a lot of people showing up for their auditions. So in Jill's speech, well, it was Jill's speech. In Jill's speech, we mentioned a bit about inspiration. Inspiration is the motivation that moves everything. All progress, all change, all growth blossoms out of inspiration. Here at Douglas, we are adopting this motto of inspiration as our own. One of our other Douglas traditions is our notorious use of t-shirts, as I'm sure you'll be seeing tons of today. Today we are going to switch it up. I would like to present our newest t-shirt designs to our speakers today. So, one for each of you, please. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. And I would also like to add that our new students are going to be receiving their own t-shirts promptly after the ceremony outside, so no one fly into a jealous rage or anything, don't worry. So thank you all for attending the new student convocation here at Douglas. I would like to remind everyone that we have the new student barbecue happening in Antilles Field, which is right outside the chapel to the right. And there is the parent and family welcome session, which will be happening in Nelson Dining Hall. Please refer to the Douglas orientation leaders who will be guiding you there. They have t-shirts on just like mine. I would also like to remind everyone that the barbecue is only for new students. Family, we will feed you. Just make your way over, please and thank you. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Thank you very much.